Hi, and welcome to this presentation titled COVID-19 Mental Health Check-In for Teachers. It was created and will be presented by Marshall University's social work grad student, Autumn Williamson. With the uncertain time that is COVID-19, many are struggling to manage all that life has thrown at them. This can be especially hard for teachers, as they are attempting to balance the same difficulties of this new way of life in general, while also relearning a new way of teaching remotely. As an educator, you have most likely been briefed on how to deal with the mental health of your students at this current time. However, it is unlikely that your own mental health has been addressed much. Amidst all the chaos, you need to periodically pause and check in with yourself and your mental health. Ask yourself, what is my level of anxiety? What can I do to help myself cope? There are certain things that you simply cannot control right now. Who will be impacted by COVID-19, whether it will be you, how things will evolve. But there are some things that you can control. How you spend some of your time, what you choose to prioritize, what types of media you consume, and how frequently, to name a few. One thing we can control is how much information we seek out and how often we tune in. Take breaks as needed from the news, social media, and conversations that make you feel anxious. Focus on what you can control rather than what you cannot, and prioritize your mental health to be front and center. What comes to mind when you think of self-care? A spa day? Vacation? Shopping spree? While these things can technically be correct, self-care is much more and is also very specific to you. Self-care can be prioritizing the things that help us feel balanced. For some, it is exercise. For others, it is reading, journaling, meditation, or spending time doing a hobby. And if you are someone who isn't sure what you can do for your self-care, simply the act of doing something can help maintain your mental health. As you work around your schedule, set a timer or create breaks for you specifically to move around. This might mean moving around your house or taking a walk around your building or neighborhood. We can't expect to be as productive or on top of it or together as we once could. By setting small, realistic goals and expectations around what you actually could be capable of, you will be setting yourself up to feel much more fulfilled and help maintain your mental health. Whether it be an invitation to a social event, handshake, or hug, this is not the time to push past your comfort zone. If you are uninterested or feeling uncomfortable with the idea, allow yourself to say no. Saying, "With everything going on, I'll take a rain check," should work just fine. Overlooking such a boundary at a time like this could possibly be at the expense of your health. Be open and transparent when communicating with colleagues and supervisors about your experience at this time. This can help build support systems on both your end and theirs. You can also give each other insight on what has been helpful and what has not. Be unapologetic about taking time for yourself, about your goals, boundaries, and being clear and transparent about what you are capable of and what you need. While some people you know may be stocking up on toilet paper, others might still continue to throw parties. Allow people to experience this new normal in whatever way they choose. Your main priority should be realizing your own needs and taking care of your own physical and emotional well-being. Some schools are open while some schools are still shut down due to COVID-19. If at all possible, create a space in your home that is dedicated solely to your work. This is especially important if you are remote teaching. This work zone can be as small and simple as one corner of your home, as long as it is designated to being a work-only zone. This can let others in your home know when you are working and not to be disturbed. The work zone can also signal to your brain when it is work mode and when it is time to disconnect when you're finished. It is important to maintain some type of routine or schedule, especially amidst the confusion. Therefore, you should set office hours, whether this be through an online platform or something you do on your own. These office hours are times in which you can be reached by both students and colleagues about work-related questions or discussions. This allows you to have a divide between work and everyday life. What we are experiencing right now is hard. If you are struggling or having a tough time, don't be afraid to reach out and seek help from a professional, such as a counselor or therapist. From loss of interest in normal activities to thoughts of suicide, all problems are valid. All of the resources that you typically share with your students can also be utilized by you. There are many helplines and websites within arm's reach that can connect you with immediate help. Thank you for taking the time to learn about your own self-care. Remember, an adult with an unregulated mental state can never successfully regulate a child's mental state. For more information on the topics discussed, please use the links below.